Today we're working on the hood. Okay, so today we're going to remove the hood and do some body work on the top of it. It's got a few small dents. I don't know if it was hail or what's going on, but we're just going to take care of that and get it prepped for primer. And then we may move on to just checking out. We're going to replace this windshield frame at some point, but I just want to fold it down so that we can see how bad it is underneath here. Anyways, we'll see if we can get to that after we work on the hood. So to get the hood off, we're basically just going to remove these two bolts that attach to the cowl here and lift the hood off and move it over to a rack. So we've got the hood off. We're just going to remove a couple of those things off of it, including these kind of where the latch connects, as well as the windshield tie downs, and possibly a couple other things. And we might just clean up the inside a bit here. Then we'll flip it over and we'll start on the bodywork. Okay, so we've got this cleaned up. It does have several kind of small dents in the hood. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a 400 grit sandpaper on this DAA that I'm just going to try to go over the hood and identify any low spots. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I'm going to try with a little bit of water as well, just to kind of keep the dust down, and we'll see how that goes. So. So I went over this with the, you probably saw in there, it wasn't sticking to the DA, so I don't know if it's these sanding discs I've got or whatever, but I had to do it by hand. So now I gave it a quick spray with a guide coat. Now I'm just going to go over it again, and hopefully as the guide coat gets sanded off, it'll show any low spots we have that we've got to treat with a skim of body filler. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we've had some problems. The DA sander wasn't really working at all. I don't know if it's because it's cold in here, whatever, but the glue's not sticking to the discs and they're keep slipping off and it wasn't working. Hand sanding was taking too long. So I went back to the block sander here. The reason I wasn't using this originally was because I've only got, what is this? This is like 120 grit. And I didn't want to go that coarse a sandpaper, but it turns out it's working really well, because on this side here, there was some small dents. It turns out this hood has been painted a lot. There's a lot of layers of paint on here, so The good news was I was able to just kind of sand down through and basically get rid of all the dents just with the material that's on the hood here. So this side is pretty much done. It looks great. I've been working on this side over here, and as you can see, most of it's done, but this is where there is a bit of a low spot. So I'm going to hit this a bit more, see if I can flatten this out just with sanding this material down. If not, we may have to use a little bit of filler there, which was the original plan all along. We just kind of lucked out on that side because they were just really low dents, and we were able to just sand them out. And then I'm going to go over this again with this block sander, board sander. I don't know what this is called actually. It's a 17-inch inline sander. So anyways, we'll use this again and go over this just to smooth it out. There was a couple spots where the paint was like cracking, so I took it down with the little sanding disc there and there, just because I wanted to get it down to bare metal. So that will need some filler for sure, but yeah, so far it's going pretty well. Back to it. Alrighty, so we've got this all sanded down now. You can see we've definitely got a few spots that we're going to fill. Little one there, here, right there. And then this one here, there is a little bit of a low spot here that we're going to fill as well. We sanded off the guide coat there, but there is definitely still a little bit of a low spot, so we're just going to do a quick skim over there, and then we'll have to sand that flat again. So, but overall it's going well, and we'll mix up some filler and get it on. Okay, so while we're waiting for the body filler to harden up, we're gonna lift this hard top back just a bit so we can fold this windshield down. We'll just have to disconnect the roll bar here and one of the bolts right here, and then we should be able to just fold it down. I just want to check the condition kind of the bodywork underneath there. Sometimes it's badly rusted, and if it is, I want to know now so we can kind of plan for that. So. Okay, so we've got the windshield folded down here, and it actually looks pretty good. There's just this one spot right here that it's got a little bit of rust, and it looks like somebody's put some sealer or something in there. Maybe they were concerned that it was rusting out, but otherwise it looks really good. So you can see Kennedy's pretty darn excited. And then yeah, so I'm just going to see, I'm gonna scrape all this out of here and just see what's happening there. And then, yeah, but I think we're happy with this. So we'll probably clean it up a bit and go from there. Okay, the body filler has set up now. I've just got some like 80 grit sandpaper that I'm just going to use to kind of take off the bulk of it, and then we'll move down to some finer grit to actually smooth it out to the shape of the body. Okay, so we've got the hood back just kind of set in place here just to keep it out of the way. I think it's pretty much ready for the high build primer once we're ready to spray that. So that's going to be at the end of this episode. Next, we've got to move on to the doors. I think I've got one more repair to do on one of the doors, and then just basically prepping them for the high build primer, and then to quickly just go around the rest of the body. So we're getting close. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Analog Generation.